I got a question for you. Which do you prefer? Good Beast, Dark Beast, or X-Force Beast? Now you're probably saying, well, is it X-Force Beast, Dark Beast? No. Dark Beast came from the Age of Apocalypse timeline. He figured out a way to make it to the main 616 timeline. He went from working for Apocalypse to working for Onslaught. Dark Beast has done some horrible things. But X-Force Beast? Man, had him beat. Just ask Sinister. Sinister told Dark Beast, who was ahead in his laboratory, to his face that you aren't Darkest Beast anymore. That's how bad X-Force Beast was. Support the comic book industry by visiting your local comic book store. My name is Doran. This is SEO Comics. We'll continue our coverage of X-Men with number 18. Our story starts off in the factory where Beast is watching a fight between Magneto and our teenage Mama Dry. When all of a sudden the wire shows up and is like, 3K has come for you, Dr. McCoy, and it's my job to make that happen. And then we cut to the fight between the two X-Men teams. It's only one X-Men team. That 3K team is not X-Men. And the not X-Men team don't have a leader because he got knocked out by the Juggernaut. And Cyclops is like, your leader's down. This is your chance to surrender. So Juice is like, oh boy, what we gonna do about Swarzel? So Time Bomb's like, it's okay. We know what we gotta do. We know the plan. And then Galatea's like, that's right. Ain't no way we're surrendering. And Constellation's like, hey Galatea, you need to calm down. You know, Time Bomb's in charge now. So then Galatea's like, thing about that is, I don't listen to nobody except Swarzel. So the Psychovor's like, I got you. I'm gonna back you up, Galatea. And the Time Bomb's like, hold on, time out. What the hell you think you doing? I'm in charge. You guys need to fall in line. So the Mag's like, hey, this is the time to strike. And Psycho's like, let's give this a second. Let's see how this plays out. So the Galatea starts arguing with Time Bomb, and she's like, oh, you think you're better just because you was with AIM? And then Time Bomb's like, you know what? You're just a stupid shield door kicker. So the Temper's like, what are they talking about? And then Psylocke has to explain how these guys came from Orchis, and Orchis was made up of shield agents, AIM agents, Hydra agents, all kinds of different agents. And some of those agencies, they don't get along. I hate to say this, but if you was a part of the military, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. So the Juggernaut's like, why are we waiting, Cyclops? And he has to explain how he led a team Wolverine on it for decades. He knows exactly how this is going to end. Galatea starts attacking Time Bomb, and Cyclops is like, there it is. And it's a lot more fun when it's not happening to me. X-Men, take them down. So then we cut to the fight between Magneto and the Mama Dry, and it is not working out for Magneto. When all of a sudden Ben shows up with Mrs. Cobb. So Mrs. Cobb is like, I can't do this. And Ben's like, well, man, I'm not dying just because you listen to too many podcasts. So the Ben's like, look, I know you got a raw deal. I got a raw deal too. I was being experimented on until the X-Men came and saved me. And then the Mama Dry is like, raw deal? You have a name, you have a life, you have a body. So the Ben's like, okay, so now that you have a body, you have a life, what are you going to do? Murder people now? Grow up, for God's sakes. So then we cut back to Beast and Wire, and Beast is like, I'm not telling you nothing. And Wire's like, I'm not here for information. I'm here to give you a message. So Beast is like, what message would that be? And he's like, I'm here to extend an invitation for you to join 3K. So now the X-Men do their thing. Juggernaut's taking out Galatea, Temper's taking out Juice, Psylocke's taking out Time Bomb, Cyclops is taking out Constellation, and Magic is taking out Psychophore, the demons from Limbo. So then we switch back to Beast and Wire's like, your potential has already been mapped, Dr. McCoy. We know what you're going to turn into, so you might as well join us. All of a sudden somebody says, no. And Jennifer, in her bird form, attacks Wire. So then we cut back to the Magneto Mama Dry fight, and the Mama Dry is like, grow up, how dare you? And Ben goes, then go ahead, kill her. Kill your mutant hating mother. Prove her right. So then Miss Cobb finally starts to speak and goes, please, I didn't know that you were inside Viper. Like, I thought you were gone. When the doctors told me I was pregnant with twins, I was so excited. But then when they told me that you disappeared and it was normal, I got scared. Like, if a child can just be taken away like that, what else can be taken away from me? And yes, you have a name. I was going to name you Robin. So Cassandra Nova was like, oh no, this is going left, and it's going left quickly. She's like, look, they're lying to you. You need to listen to me. So then we cut back to the factory, and Wire is putting it on Jennifer. So then Beast is like, stop, don't hurt her. Look, I'll go with you. I'll do whatever you want. And Jennifer's like, no, you can't. And then Wire's like, oh, Dr. McCoy, I don't think you understand. I'm not here to sabotage, blackmail, manipulate you. I'm just here to extend the offer. It's up to you to accept it on your own volition. And then Wire disappears. Teleport. He was teleported. So then we cut to the X-Men and the non-X-Men, and our X-Men won. And the non-X-Men are teleported out of there. So then we cut back to Robin, who is now in her own body, and she has pixie wings. And she's walking over to her mom. Cassandra Nova is trying to talk her out of this, but she's not really listening. And she also sees her twin sister. And Cassandra Nova's like, all right, we're not losing her. Zealot, do your thing. And Robin is teleported out of there. So then we cut back to the factory where Beast is sitting in his lab, and he has a walkie-talkie, and he's checking in on everybody. And everybody's saying that they're okay, and they're asking him how he is. And he goes, just peachy, as he looks at a card from 3K.